We need to talk about salsa in a jar. The jars keep shrinking, the prices are going up, and as far as flavor goes, to be perfectly honest, I can't tell the difference between here and here. They got it wrong, let's fix it. To make a proper salsa, we need a cornucopia of ingredients like this. The problem with jarred salsa is they treat tomatoes like the hero ingredient, but the tomatoes are kind of a vehicle. The real hero is the peppers. So my version is called Noah's Ark Salsa. I go to the market and get 2 of every pepper. This ensures an equal balance between the peppers and the tomatoes. We want to maximize the flavor of these delicious ingredients, so let's head out to the grill. That's right, roasting the peppers and the tomatoes definitely improves the flavor. And roasting the veggies also makes them easier to peel. And that's nice because the peeling is kind of an undesirable texture in salsa. We're using a medium-high heat. The peppers will be done when the skin is evenly charred all the way around. Tomatoes don't char the same way as peppers do, but when the skin gets loose on the tomato, that's when you know it's done. Every time I make this recipe, I get 1 wobbly tomato. Do you like guacamole? Stay tuned until the end of this video. I'll show you how to use this salsa to create a delicious one. Sometimes it's hard to get a skinny pepper to stay where you want it to, so you can nestle it up against another one to help. Now that the grilling's over, it's time for the messy part, peeling and deseeding. Removing the seeds and the surrounding locular gel is not something everybody does. It's really a pro move. I'm removing them to prevent the salsa from becoming watery and also to eliminate the bitterness of the seeds. This helps give us that smooth professional texture once it hits the blender. You're going to want to put some gloves on for this part. Thing is, the peppers have a lot of capsaicin in them, and you don't want that getting into your skin. Your fingers will burn, trust me. The gloves are key. We remove the skins to improve the texture and the seeds to control the heat. These Fresno peppers are incredibly seedy. They must come from a rough part of town. Now that the peppers are done, the next step is the cilantro. I'm kind of picky when it comes to cilantro, a.k.a. coriander. The stems taste really soapy to me, so I go through the trouble of picking off the leaves. No stems allowed. I always like to pile in a little extra because there's a lot of air in there. No dicing here because it's all going in the blender. Is it just me, or is the lime crop this year not as juicy as normal? There's my lime juice. Looks a little low for 3 limes, I think. Time to add ingredients to the blender, and order does matter here. Start off with the lime juice first. Then the greens, the cilantro and the green onion. Then our roasted peppers. Then the tomatoes. We want the tomatoes on top because they're the heaviest, and will force the ingredients down to the blade once the blender's turned on. I only use 1 teaspoon of salt because tortilla chips are usually salted already. If you're using unsalted chips, you may need to adjust that. Just like that, the salsa's done. Don't go anywhere though, we have the guacamole recipe coming right up. Notice the color of the salsa is kind of an orange-brown, that's perfect. That means we have the right number of tomatoes and peppers. If the salsa was green, we'd know there weren't enough tomatoes, and if it was red, we know there weren't enough peppers. Let's get going on that guacamole. There are a lot of different ways to mash avocados. How do you mash yours? Let me know in the comments. I was careful to pick out a juicy lime this time. Looks good. Let's get the bowls ready for our taste test. It's time for a taste test. I'll bet you wish you were me right now. Let's start with the Noah's Ark salsa. Look at that, zero sog. Holds onto the chip real nice, doesn't fall off. Oh yeah. The peppers provide such a nice flavor balance, but also the heat. It's like a symphony of heat. You get some right away, some in the middle, and some kind of lingers like the habanero. So delicious. In fact, people that don't even really like spicy salsa usually like this just because it's so interesting and the flavors are complex. Now let's try the guacamole. So creamy, and the texture element of the red onion is perfect with the avocados. The salsa provides such a concentrated flavor base that making the guacamole from there is super easy. In fact, that's what I like most about these recipes, is when you make the salsa, you're only a couple ingredients away from the guacamole, and that's great for a party. It just saves some time. I hope you try these recipes at home. Super delicious. Thanks for watching.
I'm just chilling with the guac from my chip hat.